my show, Over the Drink, the talk show that gets into conversation with Jersey's people about their hustle, their life, and everything in between. Stay tuned while I have a deep conversation with and today I'm joined by Labo, one of South Africa's most popular breakdancers. Leon, welcome to Over a Drink with Sam. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks, and you? Leon, tell me about the breakdancing industry in South Africa.
Well, the industry's taking a whole kind of different course right now. We are in the Olympics for the first time, so after many years of competitions that kind of didn't get us anywhere, we have the opportunity to now give breakdancers colors, South African colors, and they then can go on to do bursaries and they can take on the Olympics. So yeah, that's kind of where it is right now.
So this is the first competition that breakdancing has been recognized in as
Olympic sport.
Olympic sport
Yes.
for one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because the gymnastics guys had to admit that some of their moves was taken from breakdancing.
Oh.
So they were like, okay, well, so yes. So this.
And which moves are these that were taken from?
It's called the air flare. Air flare where you jump from hand to hand. So you know flares are like with the legs?
When you're on your head and you're spinning around.
Oh, that's head spin.
Oh, okay.
But flares is where your legs are swinging around. Now air flares is where you're on your hands, like a handstand, but you're jumping in circles. Yeah, it's very hard to explain, but it's one of our coolest moves. Yeah.
Alright, okay. And then your role in breakdancing. What is breakdancing to you? What is...
I find breakdancing to be, it's a little bit like Kung Fu with dance. You know, it's a martial art, yet it's also fun. So breakdancing to me was my gateway to finding who I am, you know, and discovering who I am. It's a discipline, you know, it's an art. A lot of people look at it and they're like, this guy's just like...
kids fooling around.
But I mean, you fall, you know, you learn to balance, you know, that stuff no one teaches you. No one teaches you. It's something internal, and yeah, I went too far. I kind of overdid it, you know. I broke world record for one-hand hops, and I overdid it. And yeah, right now I'm just trying to give back.
Okay, when did you start breakdancing?
I started in 2002, yeah.
All the way up until now?
Yeah, it's just like 16 years, I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. And for you, do you feel like people who want to start breakdancing, what is the advice? Where would they start? If a kid wants to do breakdancing as a sport, where do they start? Where do I go?
See, now that's where the reality comes in. See, our breakdance industry is so small and it's kind of declined throughout the years because we don't have support, we don't have interest like the public. Like if I had to be like, yo, there's a breakdance competition next week, and no one comes, you know. So our community is very small. We're almost dead. We're almost non-existent in this society. But I mean, if I go to Europe, it's a big thing. If I go to Africa, if I go to like next door to us, like it's big. Breakdancing is huge. Like it's just we have a little bit of a different psychology here in society because everything is a bit materialistic, you know. Whereas breakdancing is actual involvement. It's like you got to involve yourself and people. It's not like hidden behind some like 5-star glass window or whatever, you know. It's get in there and get grimy, get your hands dirty.
Get dirty and stuff. But then your role, I know you're still trying to build the breakdancing community. How are you doing that? How are you still trying to keep the tradition of breakdancing alive?
So at the moment I act as a catalyst, which means that I try to shoot videos that inspire other breakdancers to probably better my video, or I try to show them that I'm doing gigs all the time so that they can kind of pushed to go get gigs. So I'm a bit of a catalyst. So I'm trying to inspire others to do what I can do, what I'm doing, you know, to be realistic.
Yeah.
There's no spaces where we dance anymore. We don't come from the studio, you know, we don't go and dance in the studio and there's a mirror. We dance here on the streets, and like that's where this culture grew. At the half pipe and all the parks and stuff. It wasn't in the studio, and now we're in a studio environment and kids have a choice. You know, like meh, I don't want to do a handstand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's also in the suburbs. Like I want to go into like rural areas. Like if I go there, they eat it up. They love this. That means everything to me. Yeah, I've got a kid that comes 20 minutes late and attitude, and I'm like, yo, you paying me to deal with all of that. Like I'm supposed to be teaching you. So yeah, it's very confusing. I don't know where breakdance.
Also worked with some big names. So as much as I know you worked with Freshly Ground. Who else have you worked with that's big name that you performed with that?
I've done with Mthiyane, a lot of Mthiyane.
Oh yeah.
In his music video Labaschugne.
Okay.
There was Lil Wayne who came here. We did an opening for him.
Really? How was that?
It was cool. It was one of the most busiest events I've been to. We also, like last year, did the youth. There was some youth festival. So I've worked for so many people. I've danced for the president. I've danced for the Chinese emperor.
Oh my goodness.
Like I've kind of been a bit everywhere. It's so hard for me to be like, yeah, this, and these are my favorites. Like, yeah, I think.
But you've had a variety and diversity of different type of people.
There's nothing I haven't done. I've done music videos, Bollywood movies. I don't know, TV show. I've been interviewed. I've been in magazines. You know, I wanted to get the whole experience so that if I sell this product to the youth, that I know what it's all about.
You know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm selling.
And in this industry, in the entertainment industry, what do you feel are the pressures that entertainers have to deal with?
There's no home for us. There's no care center or there's no method to this madness. You know, I think a lot of us creatives and entertainers are trying to create the method and create spaces that can cater to people, because I find as a creative and a breakdancer, it's like I've become so isolated because I'm trying to make sure my craft succeeds. You know, you get a lot of these external influences that kind of make you lose track of what you're destined to do, you know. So.
And how do you deal with those influences on the side? Because being in the entertainment industry is more than just performing. There are a lot of side things that kind of distract people, and kind of, you know, once the girls come or the money comes, people start getting distracted from their craft. How do you handle not getting sucked up in that?
I do it for God. It's weird to say, but it's like, you know, they say dancers are the athletes of God, you know, and you only realize that when you're broke and you have like no money to go buy food, and then someone calls and they're like, yo, we need you to come do a show for $5,000 here, you know. Then you start to realize that, you know, there's a little bit of a underlying essence that makes things work, you know. So
it's deeper than the publicity.
Yeah, it's deeper than what I want. It's deeper than my needs, you know. I service and I help people. That's kind of my role. Like, people call me to help them, whether it's me being on stage just inspiring people. They might potentially come with something cool in the future. I always find that my role is to find the divine essence of why, like even being here, there's a divine, someone's gonna watch this and it's gonna hit their heart, you know?
Them, yeah.
And that for me is what's kept me going, and that's how I've made money. Is I followed that voice, that message, and you can feel when you're in the right place, right time, right everything, you know. And that's kind of what I think it's all about.
Yeah, no, that's good. What are you currently working on?
Well, there's several projects. So one of my projects is Africa. It's a high school youth entertainment development program.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, we took 180 high schools, Greenside included, and we put them through an entire program. We put them through a program. It's competition/education program. So they first audition at their school. We set up the auditions at all of the schools. Then we take 50 from each school, we throw them into workshops, and they get talks by like real big industry leaders, people we feel they've not made it, but they currently leading their industry into where they're gonna make it. Yeah, so they're like trendsetters. So we have them talking to the kids at these workshops. We will bus in like 1,000 per day over 5 days.
Really?
You know, so it's 200 schools. You're taking 100 from each school. That's 200,000 kids. So then they go through the program. Then we have audition phases now where they shoot a video of themselves and then they get cut down again. And then we have camps. So we have also 2 camps where they come and then they work in a smaller team, but now it's different school members. So it's like a Soweto student and an Alex student, and now they have to. So we have four aspects. We got the business side.
Yeah.
So what they have to do is make sure that the singers and the dancers are on time where they need to be. They dressed how they should be. So their job is the business side to look. So we kind of look for the RCA, the school leaders. We kind of look for them to look after their entertainers that have come to our program. Then we're only looking for 3 categories. It's the dancers, singers, and presenters.
Okay.
And then they kind of go through this whole program, and then we have a top 10 at the end of it all after a website voting thing.
Okay.
Those top 10 then get to perform at a big festival, and we try to bring international artists and local artists so that they get the full experience of being an entertainer.
And experiencing it.
Yeah, there's that program. It's Amped Africa. You gotta check it out. It's very cool. Then there's Global Dance Supreme, which is our African competition where we're trying to bring Africa to South Africa and the rest of the world to come compete here. Because we've been sending South Africa to America for 10 years now, so we're a little bit tired and it's expensive, and then the government don't support us to get them there, so we're like, okay, let's turn the tables, let's flip the script,
bring people to South
let's bring everyone here. We're always buying overseas things, and we almost think that overseas is better than us forever, and it's such a stupid idea because we're actually so talented here.
We are.
So it's trying to draw them back home.
Yes.
Because we're exporting our talents. And what else do I do? I'm part of a crew, New HDs. They dance for Casper Nyovest, Nasty C, Sportsy.
Big names.
So they're always busy. I'm a break dancer, so I only appear as that, young spies. But I work behind the scenes on other stuff. They actually perform. They're artists and stuff. And what else am I working on? Then I've got like this huge database that I've built on Facebook in order to create communication with dancers.
specifically for breakdance?
No, dance.
For dances
So
and all.
I have a breakdance group, but breakdance will not survive until we fix dance.
What do your groups do? What do your groups do for dancers? For
So
a dancer that's looking to join your group, what is it about? Yeah.
So it's for people who want to find out what is dance. Like if I had to go ask you, where do we find the dance studio? In my group, there's a whole list of dance studios. What different dance styles are there? You can go in my group and you can see the
So
different
it's like
types
a community.
Yeah, it's an actual community. We look after each other. If someone gets robbed or some issues, we try to help the person. Or if a mom is looking for a credible studio, I find her a studio. Or if a student wants to become a teacher one day, I tell them how to become a teacher. If they want to become a dancer for Casper in your vest, I'll show them how. You know what you gotta kind of do. And
Get into it.
so it's because I'm an informal dance style. Break dancing comes from the streets. It's not like ballet. Ballet's got syllabus. It falls under curriculum. I can go to the National School of Arts and become a professional. I can't become a professional break dancer. So breakdancing, so it's the bridge between informal dance and formal dance.
Yeah, and do you have girls doing breakdancing? Do you have little girls who are interested?
Two or three. Well, I got little students, girls who they love it. Girls are more acrobatic than boys.
Do you think so? Or do you think that girls are just not aware that there is breakdancing? They're not aware of the communities that they are to do breakdancing?
All of
But
that.
is it mostly guys that show up for the breakdancing?
No, it's a bit of both. I find girls love handstands. Boys can't do handstands. Does it make sense? I find naturally women are good at dancing, whereas guys is something you have to kind of like. And breakdancing is nice. It's a physical dance style, so it's not requiring you to do any like. It doesn't require that.
Girls can get physical too, though.
You need to be hard,
Girls can get hard too, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Sure we
There's
can.
a bit of an elegance to it. But females actually have an entirely different style.
Breakdance.
So your breakdancing style is completely different to the male style of dancing.
How so?
Your bodies are more like flexible and agile, so your movements look completely different to a boy's.
So do they look
movement.
better?
Yeah.
So if I become a breakdancer, my moves are going to be
awesome. Are
they going to become better?
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas we're a little bit more acrobatic and try and do strength things, whereas you guys make it look more beautiful. That's, I guess, the difference. We're harder. Look, I'm spinning on my wrist. Whereas you guys have a bit of an elegance to it.
But there seems like there is hope for breakdancing and it can be safe in South Africa. It's just the awareness and people knowing where to go for it, which is what you're definitely fighting for with your communities, with your different drives of the youth and everything. With this, there'll be a place for young kids, because obviously it starts when you're younger. They can just start saying, there'll be a space for them to say, look, if we go to this group, then we can do this. Then, they're different. And especially that you're going to townships, because township people can't exactly afford fancy dance classes and stuff like that. So it's nice. And they don't have, so it's nice that your communities can open up to that different, those different, caters for everyone in the market. What message would you say for a township child or any child who wants to do dancing, who wants to make this a career? Would you say you can make this a career?
Yes, you can. You just gotta choose what
advice would you give? Because like I said, the entertainment industry is one that's
it's vast, right?
It's very you can make it and you can lose it very quickly. What advice would you keep for someone to keep their head focused in the game, in what they're doing, without getting caught up in the mix of everything else. Because I mean, it's nice, the girls, the drugs, all the other nice things that come with being in the entertainment industry.
It's a little bit of integrity. You got to sit down and think about where you're coming from and why you want to do this. You know, why are you doing this? You got to sit down and know what it is you want before you go after something.
Yeah.
Because like I was breakdancing for 3 years, not knowing what the hell I'm doing. And it's only when I realized I know what I want that then I kind of started to list and mentally list the potential avenues I could make money. So there is a lot of ways to make money as a breakdancer. There's a lot of ways to make money as a dancer, you know. Again, remember you're working with people. That's first and foremost. You have to be a people's person. You're going to have to learn to share and learn at the same time. You're going to have to learn how someone learns. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like to be yelled at. That's something you have to learn, you know. But in all honesty, like in terms of trying to make money as a breakdancer, start with teaching firstly. You know, work in your community. I mean, it's difficult to start at the beginning. It's very hard. You know, you're gonna have like 2 students. It's gonna pay like $50 and make 100 Rand a week, and it's gonna be like pointless. But now at the point where I am, I'm making 1,000 Rand a week, right? And that makes 4,000 Rand at the end of the month, and that's enough. And then I just need to do 2 shows, like 2 dance shows that pay like 1,000 or 2,000, and then I've almost made 10 grand. Right? So there is ways to make money. You also have to not undervalue yourself, and you have to know your value at the same time. But yeah, it's not easy. You're gonna have to look at also the entertainment industry. You gotta look at people who hire people. When like for an advert, how does an advert come about? You know, there's creatives who sit in an ad agency who then formulate this creative concept based on this brand. And then they decide, okay, casting companies, please look for breakdancers. And then they go and call all the casting companies and audition breakdancers. But if you're smart enough, you'll go and find these creatives who came up with the idea from the first place and drop your CD with your video or your stuff, so that by the time it gets to there, they're already looking for you, you know. You kind of have to build your own.
It has to be something that comes from within. You have to really love and respect your craft.
By knowing what you want, that will help you figure out how you're going to make money from it. And if you're really good, people will pay you for it.
I suppose so. Thank you so much, Mthiyane, for taking your time to come and sit down with us. Put all your details down so that people who want to join your groups and your dance lessons, I'm going to start, I'm going to come. Breakdance, going to teach me how to breakdance.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming through, Leon.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a look down below for our social media handles. Otherwise, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Join me again next week when I have a drink and a chat with someone else. Until then, bye for now.